Okay. Okay. We should be connected, and just we'll give it like 3 seconds just to make sure that we have a good stream. I'm going to check my monitor right here, right now, make sure that we are on. It appears that we are. And so welcome, everyone. We want to welcome you to our live stream here for Tuesday evening. My name is Rick Hager. We are streaming in. I'm here at my home in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am joined by Alan Ogden, who is a member of the Visi Scientific Advisory Board in his home in Vancouver, British Columbia. And what we'd like to do is just take a few minutes this evening and share with you some details and information about Visi. This is a remarkable company that is truly changing people's lives. I've been a home-based entrepreneur for about the last 23 years of my life. Prior to that, I worked in the real estate business. And not only in the real estate business, but I worked in the self-development industry. If you've ever heard of people like Brian Tracy or Tom Hopkins or Tony Robbins or Jim Rohn, I worked for a seminar production company, and we used to put on events, and people like that would be speaking at our events. And so I had a lot going on at that time in my life, and it came to the point where I was overwhelmed, and I was looking for a way that I could generate income that would give me more freedom, a higher income and more freedom. And I found this wonderful business, this wonderful industry called network marketing. And the reason that I'm so excited about Visi is because it offers some unique components, the pillars, if you will, to create a remarkable opportunity for you. Let me just give you a couple quick bullet points here, and then I'll bring Alan on here to just say a few things with you. Visi is an ancient Scandinavian word which means leader or to become a leader, and our real focus and mission here with Visi is to teach people how to lead their very best lives. We want to help them lead their best lives from a physical standpoint with the products that we're bringing to the market. We want to help them financially lead their best lives. We have a compensation system that can provide you the opportunity to build up a residual income. And then, of course, personally, we've got a great community of people, and we look out for one another, and we work with one another to grow from a personal standpoint. You'll make some of the best friends you've ever had in your life in this business. Travel, just amazing, amazing things. And in the almost 5 years that Visi has been in business, we've expanded to parts of Europe, of course, North America, parts of Asia. We have a management team with over 100 years of combined experience in this business, and we've helped countless people with their health and their finances, and we're just getting started. There's a great foundation in place for those that really want to lead their best lives, physically, financially, and personally. And so we're very excited to be able to come to you tonight. Alan, any opening thoughts that you might have with respect to Visi, and we'll kind of get into our discussion here.
Well, I want to say hi to everyone, and it's Valentine's Day. I noticed you have your red shirt on. That's really awesome. Congratulations, yeah. And I took my Valentine out for lunch today, so we got that out of the way. We're supposed to have a gigantic storm here in Vancouver, so we kind of got that taken care of. But I hope everybody's having a great day and a happy day. You know, one of the things that I want to talk about is being on the Science Advisory Board. You know, when I was first introduced to Visi, it'll be it's over 3 years ago. It was 3 years in November. That was exactly the intention of me getting involved in Visi, was to get involved in a company where I could actually, I'm going to say, not make decisions, but really influence some of the decisions about product, because there's a lot of products on the market. There's a whole host of things, and there's people with really, really good marketing behind products that don't have really very much science behind them. And so, you know, people will get involved in those businesses, and then over a course of time, literally the business will come apart because people don't get the results that they're promised on the product. And so, you know, I've seen several disappointments like that in people's lives, and you know, people get involved, they get really excited. And one of the things that I wanted to do as a Science Advisory Board member is to guide the company in the direction of products that have great science. You know, so when we put together something like the Best Life Pack, or we put something together like the Mojo Pack, there's a reason for all those products to be together. And there's some thought that's gone into what we're doing and what we're offering the people So when we have a saying like lead your best life, we can back that up with products that actually will influence, people's lives. And people can go and read the testimonies. The testimonies on Visi testimonials are abundant about people who, got started on the product, and they might not even have been interested in the business at when they got on the product at all. But the results that they got, just stimulated so many questions and stimulated so much excitement about it. They had to go share it with other people, and that's what I love. I love that kind of result. When you can offer that kind of hope to people. And one of the things that we do on the Science Advisory Board, just so people know, is that we are constantly on the outlook for new things, something better, something that will because we want people to lead their best life. So that's really what I do in the background, and Dr. Charlie, working together with Ryan, looking for things that will live up to that standard that we're trying to set. And I think we're one of the very few companies that actually does that actually sits down and thinks about what we're offering, not just putting together a product that we can market because it's got some celebrity name to it or something, but we're putting together a product that we know will impact people's lives. And, so the hydrolyzed collagen protein, the AC2 technology that Visi has trademarked, the glutathione product, the Renza product. Those are products that, there's been significant amount of thought that went into the ingredient selection, how they're put together, how they're offered to the public. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So, if there's a prospect and you're looking at this company, maybe you've been involved in something before, we just get overwhelmed sometimes by the number of testimonials we get back from people, right? And that's just such a great feeling that you can go out with the confidence that if you offer this product to somebody, they're going to feel something. They're going to feel a result. And I actually had a really cute thing today because somebody has a little puppy, and they forgot that dogs really like Provita. They really like collagen protein. And usually if you have a pet and you're opening up your Provita, the pet will be right there because it's so good for them, and they love it. It tastes so good. Anyway, the little puppy helped himself to most of her bag of Provita today. So, but that's really cool, right? I think that's really cool because we often trust the instinct of our animals, if we have one, to know if something's good or not. And, you can't have these products around your pets without them wanting some. So I just love that story from that person. But, that's what I love, Rick. You and I we talked last week about professionals, but what I love is the fact that there are people and people that are listening to this, so you can tell your prospects, there's actually a group of people that are concerned about what products we offer to the marketplace. We want them to be confident, we want them to be comfortable, and we want them to be results-driven product. So that you don't have to think about that. There was a saying that my next door business guy had when I had one of my drugstores. He had a jewelry store, and he had a sign on the window that says, if you don't know jewelry, get to know your jeweler. And, and in this business, I like to be visual. I like to be out there. I like people to know who I am and what I do and what we do together with the company for these people, so that they don't have to think about it. They can just clear their mind. We're going to offer them great products and put them together in great packages for them. So, thanks for having me on here. And I know, we want to talk about the company a little bit, maybe a little bit about the product. So, in the essence of time, I'll kick it back to you.
Hey, thank you very much. Well, you mentioned some very, very important points with regard to the product. I mean, obviously, we have a company that is now 5 years old. There's a platform that has been built. As I stated earlier, we've expanded into these markets. We've really helped to create a lot of testimonials, both from a financial standpoint with the product and with the business model. But you talked about the products. One of the things that I like to share with people is that when you look at Visi, I view the company as an innovative health solutions company because these products have unique aspects to them, whether it be the fact that we are first to market with the Arctic cloudberry, a superfruit from Scandinavia that's very rich in vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and amino acids and omega oils, rich in phytonutrients and antioxidants, or whether it be the cold processed enzyme hydrolyzed collagen, which is the most absorbable protein. We know that we need protein because our body, in order to heal and regenerate and rebuild, we've got to have quality proteins broken down effectively and efficiently. We don't always get that absorption with the food that we eat or through supplementation. And the collagen protein that we have is the most absorbable that we know of. And not only that, not only is it a protein, but it's also collagen. And with the body being predominantly made up of collagen, as we get older, those collagen stores tend to break down and degrade, and to be able to replenish that collagen matrix is the people get results. It's like unbelievable. And then of course, glutathione and what we're doing in that particular area. I mean, we've got these products, whether it be, I'll just show you a couple of examples. You know, we have a product called ProBeta. This is a product that is it comes in a little square, it's like a chew. This one's not open yet, but it's a chew, and we have a lingonberry flavor, a chocolate flavor. You take and just nibble on these 2, 3, 4 times a day, and that little chew packs a punch. It's got the Arctic cloudberry and lingonberry, so there are great nutrients, but also the collagen that we just talked about. And then we also have it kind of in a smoothie mix with our Nufina. You can just take this and throw a couple scoops in, or throw a scoop in with the almond milk, ice, fruit. I like to make a nice smoothie with this. It gives you that nutrition. It's got, I think, a dozen other different types of fruits and vegetables in the product. You did mention a product called Rensa. This is kind of a whole body cleanse where you can take it and it supports the kidneys and the GI tract. My wife actually was having some digestive issues, and she didn't kind of know what to do, and I told her to really focus on the Rensa for a day or two, and I'll tell you what, she swears by it, absolutely swears by it now. We talked about the Vara product, which is our glutathione product, key daily nutrients with glutathione, and then of course our energy product for those that want to have a little bit of a wake up in the morning or a little bit of a boost in the afternoon. These are dynamite products in the sense that they're all natural. We don't use any artificial colors or sweeteners or flavoring, and they're non-GMO. So this is just a great product line. Anything else you'd like to add about the products, Alan? I know we've gotten so many testimonials, and what I would encourage those of you to do, if you're a Visi customer or if you're a Visi partner, if you have a testimonial or if you love the products, in the comments section, just type, I love the products, or I have a testimonial, or this is what happened for me on the product. And I know I've lost 25 pounds on the products. My wife has lost nearly 50. Anything you'd like to add with respect to the products before we move further?
Yeah, I would, Rick. You mentioned the number of countries that Visi is involved in. And that's something that people, I think they don't understand how difficult, first of all, it is to do a multi-country business. You know, there's another company out there, and I won't mention them by name, but they have a product they claim raises glutathione by 300%, which is really interesting because their Canadian formula, their US formula, their Australian formula are all different. Because they can't use that formula. And, you know, Australia and Canada are two of the strictest countries in the world to get a nutritional product in. And then the fact that we can go to the European Union and distribute our product there. You know, we had an inquiry today from somebody in France, and we can say to them, yes, the products are available there. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. To seamlessly build a business, you know, globally, is more of a deal than people really, I think, understand. You know, they kind of think, well, yeah, whatever. But every country has its own regulatory system. So the fact is, when our products are approved around the world, it's a testament to the quality that we're actually offering people, right? So, you know, they're talking to their next door neighbor who happens to be from Europe or happens to be from Australia or something like that. You have a business opportunity that you can offer them because our products are there. And that's a really, I was involved in a company before, and it was a disaster trying to get products around the world. You know, we've accomplished that, and that is such a compliment to the product and the business opportunity that we offer people.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a great point, because being involved in this business now for 22, 23 years, full time and doing it at a fairly large scale, you see companies that typically will have a different formula for every market that they operate in. And it just creates a lot of confusion, whereas we've got products that we've been able to move into different countries. And so the results have been very uniform. The results have been very consistent, whether, we go to Mexico, or whether we go to Korea, or whether we go to Japan, or whether we go to Vietnam, or whether it's Canada or the United States. The testimonials just keep coming out. And so it's very, very exciting. And here's the thing, when you have a product line like this that is unique, there are some trademark protected blends in some of these products. We are first to the market with some of these ingredients, and we have things that other companies don't have. Everything is proprietary. It's very special. When you have a product line like that, you do have an unprecedented business. And to be able to get involved in a company for very little money and become, kind of your own boss, be in business for yourself, start part-time, full-time, and all you really have to do is use the products and believe in them. And then it's to invite people and get them connected to the Visi information, the Visi story, and then they start using the products, and then they start getting other people connected. And what happens is this ever-expanding and potentially limitless web begins to develop, and you can earn a percentage on the revenue created through that network. It's pretty dynamic. And so, we talked at our last live stream last week about the power of residual income. Even if it's just an extra $500 a month or an extra $1,000 a month, to create a residual income that comes whether you're working or not is dynamic, and it's powerful. And maybe you want to comment on that as someone who was a business owner, an entrepreneur, and kind of in that situation like so many other people, where you had a business, but rather than you owning the business owned you. From a business standpoint, what are your thoughts about having these types of products and a system that can offer residual income?
Well, that is the power, Rick. For sure. I was involved. I had 3 drugstores I was involved in. I was also involved in a motorhome dealership. And you just run out of time. You literally run out of time. I had over 200 staff. And you're the person with the dream. You're the person that with the vision and the dream, and you're trying to get other people to buy into that. One of the things I love about this business is we attract dreamers. We attract people who have a dream they want to accomplish. We give them an opportunity to go accomplish that dream, whatever that is. And then they're self-motivated to do that. Any professional that's listening to this call tonight, anybody who has staff, and I'm not down on employees. I had lots of them, but the fact is, you have to continue to figure out how to motivate, how to keep them engaged, because it's not their dream. It's just a job to them, and they feel like they can get a job anywhere. In this business, we get to surround ourselves with people that are dreamers. They have things they want to go and accomplish, and one of the most satisfying things about this business is seeing somebody accomplish a dream. And I'll tell you a little story. One of the greatest things for me was a little old lady that we met. She was just in her 80s, and she got involved in the business. We were surprised. She wanted to get involved in the business, and she said to us, "Listen, all I have to live on is my pensions. My old age security, and in Canada we have something called CPP. That's it." She said, "So when it comes to birthday parties and extras for my grandkids, I really don't have any money. So if I could make an extra $300-400 a month, like, I know exactly what I would do with it. I would buy cards. I would take them out for a lunch." And that's exactly what she did. We were able to help her make an additional $300-400 a month. That's all she wanted. And not everybody that gets in this business wants to become a millionaire. And she's one of our biggest success stories. She got exactly what she wanted. And, she would send us pictures here. I took, this grandchild out for a lunch, and I bought this present, or I send somebody this for Christmas or whatever. She was living her dream. And where else can you do that, right? I couldn't give her a job at 80 years old. I couldn't hire her, but I could offer her an opportunity with her motivation that she could work at. She loved it. She got to know a whole bunch of more people. She got this big crowd of people around her that loved her and wanted to see her succeed. And that's what I love about this. We're surrounded with people who want to see us succeed. We're not surrounded with people who want to put their foot on our head, make sure we don't get on the next rung of the ladder. we're literally surrounded with people who want to see us achieve our dreams, and they're excited when we do it. Where else can you go and get that? There's nowhere else that you can bring your dream, your goals, and somebody will help you accomplish them. And do it in with just it's just so cool. I mean, you just can't explain that to people, right? It's not in the workaday world. You can't find that in the workaday world. It just isn't there. So I love it. We're one team Visi. There's people from literally all over the world that are supporting you in your effort to get your dream. That's just the coolest thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, for those of you that are watching this stream and you're looking at this and you're thinking, I would like to have more energy. I'd like to sleep better at night. Maybe I'd like to lose a few pounds. Maybe I'd like to have better looking skin, build up my immune system, better athletic performance, whatever it might be. If you could see yourself being passionate about getting a health result and helping others with their health, because there's nothing more important than that. Look, you could have all the money in the world, but if you have a heart attack and you're in shock and you're on the operating table, you probably would snap your fingers and give everything that you had to get one more chance and take that situation away. So your health and your well-being and that of the people around you, our health and our well-being, you can't put a price tag on that. So if you could get passionate about helping people with their health and with their well-being, and at the same time, helping people financially, because let me tell you this, folks, there's a lot of people out there today that are hurting. There's a lot of people out there that are in debt and have no way of digging out of it. There's a lot of people out there that are working paycheck to paycheck. They're struggling. They're not having the lifestyle that they want. They're racing toward retirement, and they don't have enough to retire, and that's making them nervous. There's so many millions of people that need help physically and financially. You have the ability to affect change. You have the ability to build legacy here in this company. And so what I would encourage you to do is to get back with the person who invited you on this stream. They can share with you more information about what we like to refer to as the Best Life Movement here at Visi. They can get you additional details, additional information, and we'd love for you to join us because, look, at the end of the day, we really want to be a force for good. We want to help people physically and financially and then personally and build this community of people that kind of locks arms and goes and helps others. This is really a movement. And so in conclusion, Alan, any last words you'd like to share for someone who may be watching this? Maybe they're not a customer yet. Maybe they're not a partner yet, but they're thinking about it. Any last words you'd like to share with them before we wrap it up?
Well, once again, the person who, they may or may not know the person who invited them, but there's so little risk here. It's, you can try the product. You can enroll for free. You can look at the back office and see what people are seeing. There's no barrier to entry here. The person who invited you probably would share some product with you if you just wanted to try some. It's just that kind of community, right? And so I think we've tried to take the risk out. I know from the Science Advisory Board, we've certainly tried to take the risk out of the products that we're offering people. They can trust them. They can have confidence in them. And I know you've worked hard, Rick, with the corporation on the comp plan and making sure people get compensated for their efforts. So, it's just, sometimes you just have to make a decision, not that you're just going to get started and see where it goes. And I think that's the best thing for people to do. We can't do anything else for them. We've eliminated as many barriers as you can, and get your dream, whatever that is, and share it with one person. I'm just going to say that. Just share it with the person that you trust the most, you have the most confidence, and say, listen, this is what I'd like to accomplish. What do I need to do that? And get a little plan, and then just take a few steps forward on that plan. And I think they'll be surprised. They'll be pleasantly surprised at, first of all, the products will do the job, and they'll be surrounded with such great people. Absolutely.
Outstanding. Well, listen, folks, we've got the company, we've got the products, we've got the infrastructure in place, the community is in place, everything is there. If anything that you've heard appeals to you, please get with the person who invited you. Let them help answer the questions you might have and show you what the next steps are. We really appreciate you taking time to jump on this stream here tonight. For Alan in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, this is Rick Hager here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thanks for being on our stream, everyone. We look forward to seeing you again here real soon. Bye for now.